Hi everyone, Miss Curdy here, and today we're going to have some extra practice with dividing by 0 and 1 because this is a topic that can be very tricky. So let's go ahead and get started by just reviewing some tips on how to do this. And I've come up with 5 steps that will help you be successful every time that you are dividing using a 0 or a 1. Our main goal is we want to create a missing factor multiplication equation and then find that missing factor to be our answer. We want to start off by circling the dividend. We know that our dividend in a division problem will become our product in our missing factor equation. So once we have our dividend circled, we can use that as our product in our new equation. That's step 2. Step 3 is we then use the divisor, that other number we have left, to be our known factor, and then we can use a line to represent the missing factor. And then we look at that missing factor equation and we determine what it would be to make sense, to make that equation true. Sometimes there is not a solution. Whenever your divisor is 0, when you're dividing by 0, you will have no solution. It's not possible to do that. So what I want us to do now is looking at these. You're going to follow along for 4 of them with me, and then now try 2 on your own after that. So let's take a look at this. 8 divided by 1. I'm going to circle my dividend here, and I know that will become my product in my missing factor equation, and then I know I have that 1 there to be my other factor, and I now have my missing factor equation. I'm using that line to represent the part that I don't know. So now I can think to myself, 1 times what number is going to give us 8? And of course, 1 times 8 is what will make that sentence true. So I know my answer to that division equation is 8, that missing factor. Okay, let's take a look at this one. 3 divided by 0. Inside is where my dividend is, so I'm going to circle that. And now I'm going to create my missing factor equation. I know that 3 will be my product now, and 0 times what? I'll use that line to represent my missing factor, is going to give me 3. Well, we know that the 0 property tells us that anything multiplied by 0 is going to give us 0. So it's actually impossible for us to ever get an answer of 3 when we multiply by 0. So the answer to this is no solution. There is nothing you can put there to make that equation true. All right, let's take a look at this one. 10 divided by 10. I'm going to circle my dividend and make that my product, and I have my factor there and a missing factor. 10 divided into 10 groups, what would go in each group? And I look at this, 10 times what would give me 10, and I know the answer to that is going to be a 1. All right, one more together. 0 divided by 8. I'm going to circle my dividend here, and then there's my divisor. So I know that my product is going to be 0. My factor I know is 8. 8 times what is going to give me 0. And of course, if we put a 0 there, our answer will be correct. Now, one couple things to point out. When you have your long division symbol like this, our dividend's always on the inside. Be careful when you have the equation set up like this. Our dividend always comes first, then we have our divisor. Now I want you to look at these 2 problems and give them a try, showing the missing factor equation below each one, and then solving them. Press pause now, solve them, and come back to check your work. All right, let's take a look at this one. I'm going to circle my dividend and make it my product. 1 times what number equals 14? And I know the answer to that will be 14. Again, I'm going to circle my dividend and make that my product. 0 times what is going to give me 7? And I know that when I'm multiplying by 0, I'm always going to get an answer of 0. So the answer to this is actually no solution. It's impossible. It cannot be done. There is no answer. All right, so what I want you to do now is flip over your sheet to take a look at the next few problems. and solve these on your own, go through them, and then come back to check your answers. So take a moment to just check your answers here. And that's all for now. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.